Oh, pardon me. Okay. Hello and welcome to tonight's absolutely stunning, fantastic dinosaur action. Hopefully it is a continuation of last night. If you're wondering if things seem a little bit louder, I did increase the gain slightly on my microphone. Moving it back a little bit. I was peaking a little last night, and sometimes I do with the puzz and the us's and all that stuff, but just so I can move it back so it doesn't top out the microphone, whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty sure that's the term, so we'll see how it goes, but I can always tweak it. There is always room for improvement for that. But speaking of improvement, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, like the thumbnail shows, for dinosaurs in Explorer or Pioneer, have no fear, because Ghalta Stampede Tyrant will be getting you there. If last night was any indication, it is a small sample size. I'm not saying this is absolutely the best way, but this is the best way for my favorite way to do dinosaurs. Very many spins, you can have a wider range of options, a little bit more removal, but if I had lots of removal to start with, it would kind of make the deck a little bit worse. However, I do have removal. It's not like there's zero at the moment. I haven't tried Trumpeting Carnosaur too much, just because I was a little bit worried about that double red, even though I do have Cavern of Souls. But this could be removal. We can discard it for 3 to deal 3 damage to a creature or a planeswalker, so it's nice. We get to hit some different stuff. That's exactly what I want to do. If that buys me time, if it just helps me survive one more turn to get the job done, to play Ghalta. Maybe I have Ghalta in my hand. I'm sitting on a potential 7 mana, 7 green, almost there. Gotta wait, gotta draw that land. And I have a bunch of other creatures in my hand. If I play her, I win. Kind of like it happened last night. Trumpeting Carnosaur, taking out one of the opponent's creatures when they attack. They're dead. Ooh. And we live, maybe with 1 health, 2 health, whatever it is. As long as we're not at 0, we'll get them. We'll get them. Maybe it's an overload, but if I'm going to be playing a lot of stuff for free, I'm going to be playing the biggest stuff for free. And I can already play that big stuff easy enough, as many of you have seen. Castle Garenbreak, Sunken Citadel. Get the job done, make extra mana for lands with activated abilities. Whew. But Kiora, Behemoth Beckoner. That seems like an absolutely perfect addition. Everything I could possibly want. It's got that ability, -1, untap a permanent. What permanent helps to accelerate me to make tons of mana? Sunken Citadel. Oh, lovely, lovely. It's like I have a enchantment, Wolf Willow Haven, attached to a forest or whatever land with mono green devotion, which is mostly non-existent, but it'll come back. It's hurt a little bit. The banning of Karn didn't do a whole lot. People will pivot to Vivian, Arcbow Ranger, or something that can also have the wish board. It's still a fantastic deck, but I'm not saying I'm sad to see it less often. But yeah, -1, untap a permanent. We tap Sunken for 2 mana of whichever color. Boom, untap it, tap it again. We're sitting on that 4 mana with 1 Sunken, Castle Garenbrig, 6 green. Wow, that's pretty good. We don't even have to attach an enchantment to the land to make 2. We don't have to have any devotion to make an extra mana. Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, certainly could be a possibility. It is lovely in devotion, many devotion decks, but it's a little bit rough. I cannot afford to have it be a colorless source on the first few turns. I would actually just want it in a true devotion deck, and this certainly is not that, so no Nykthos. We're still going to be making tons of mana, focusing on just slamming all the big stuff. Trumpeting Carnosaur is probably going to grab something good. there's a very good chance it's going to grab either Palani's Hatcher, Regis, or Alpha, maybe a Kiora. Who knows? Topiary. But still a pretty good chance one of these. Give everything haste. Maybe I had one enter the battlefield with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Whew. But I mentioned it last night. Even if she puts one big creature onto the battlefield, that's still good. 8 mana for this, and then maybe it's just a T-Rex. Boom. You could sort of split the cost between them. So pretend it was like 4 mana for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, 4 mana for a 12/12 trample, and then 4 mana for an 8/8 trample, ward 4, haste, and toxic 4. If you want to think of it that way. That's kind of how I think about it. Something big and one more big thing, split the cost. And if it's more than one, I mean, you're good. Chances are it's going to be at least one of these big things, but oftentimes it's going to be more than one. Multiple times last night, it was this. The Queen, the new version of the Queen, the OG, and Regis or Alpha. Boom. 8, 15 hasty damage for 8. 12 of that is, 15 of it is trample with the token there. Oh, God, stunning. Just tons of mana all around. I say we get right into the action before we get to the sideboard. Well, we got to get to the sideboard first. Nothing too different, a couple changes. Tranquil Throwback, many of you know it and love it. Do a lot of stuff in one thing. That's usually a good thing to have somewhere in the deck in the 75, whether it's Throwback or something else that has different modes that you can choose. That'd be good. But Echoing Deeps, we're going to be doing a lot of damage. It's going to echo through the waves of Magic and YouTube, and hopefully at some point Magic the Gathering Online. I want to start doing some 5-0 leagues. Then I get onto their website, the 5-0 list dump whenever you win a Pioneer League. Play 5 matches. If you go undefeated, you get up on the website. And then there's other higher stakes challenges, paying money to enter these. Pioneer League is $10 roughly. I think a Pioneer Showcase is $30 or $40, something like that. But of course, you're paying real life money to hopefully win a tournament, and well, hopefully I'll start to do that. But yeah, Echoing Deeps, a cave. You may have it enter the battlefield tapped as a copy of any land in a graveyard, yours or the opponent's. That's pretty nice. Maybe we copy something good from the opponent, but mainly this is for whenever the opponent takes out our Sunken Citadel, Cavern of Souls, or Castle Garenbreak. There's a very good chance I'm going to have another copy ready and waiting, or I draw another copy. But if they've got Field of Ruin with Azorius Control, or, well, anybody can have Field of Ruin. Paying 2, tapping it, destroying a non-basic land. That does slow us down sometimes. It slows us down a lot, especially if it's Castle Garenbreak, stopping us from making all that mana, or just a Sunken Citadel. It could be stopping us by 1, keeping us off of Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, and I don't like that. So Echoing Deeps will bring it in if an opponent is going to start taking our stuff out. It could enter, it could copy a Fabled Passage, sacrifice it at a later turn, something like that. Or Rakdos Midrange, Rakdos Sacrifice. With Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Reflection of Kiki Jiki, they discard a lot of stuff. Oftentimes they do discard a land, so this at the very least could enter as a man land, something. We don't exactly need the black, but hey, you get the idea. We get an extra copy of something that the opponent got rid of with their land destruction. Marauding Raptor still there if we want to go a little bit faster. Maybe switching out Trumpeting Carnosaur, I'm thinking, or possibly Tyrranax Rex. And then Karn Silex as the sweeper of choice to sweep more stuff than any other sweeper in the game, pretty much. Aggro, check. Artifacts, enchantments, anything, non-land permanents. We have lots of big stuff. I think it's the perfect fit. I don't have Hunt Master, I don't have Dorks, I don't have all of that stuff to worry about losing. I might just lose Topiary Stomper, and that's already gotten me a benefit because, well, I already got my basic land, and that is good. However, there is one thing that helps Karn Silex. Keruga. Karn Silex enters tap, so we can usually almost never pop it. We have to wait until it untaps, and then we pay X, we tap it, and we destroy each non-land permanent. But with Keruga, which is naturally one of the best things to help me do things even better, draw more, untap Sunken, and now untaps Karn Silex. So we have the possibility of playing this for 3, Keruga, untap Silex, maybe we pay 2 because we only have 5 mana. We destroy every non-land permanent with a mana value 2 or less the turn this enters. Perfect fit. Mono white humans, well, you're dead. Good luck. Hopefully they don't have Thalia to make this cost a little bit more. It is a non-creature, so it would cost 4, but hey, hopefully I have enough mana to get the job done. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Protection does nothing to Karn Silex. This is a colorless source, so you can't protect against it, which is extra good. Yeah, it covers everything I would want to cover. Maybe it's a little bit slow, but chances are I may not have been winning against aggro anyways, so I'll have that to now hopefully still win against that stuff. Often-ish, often enough. Not Dino Dig. Oh, we're going to be even more explosive tonight. I could lose every single match, you never know. Sometimes everybody goes on streaks, but last night was divine, lovely, and we can mulligan pretty aggressively. We don't need too many lands to make a ton of mana. It could be 2 Sunken Citadels and Castle Garenbrig. Boom. We're looking at 6 green. Play a Carnage Tyrant on turn 4. All of those lands enter tapped. We can't make 6 green on turn 3, unfortunately. But that would be pretty sweet. And this hand looks okay-ish. Keruga, I mean, we're looking at 4 mana, technically untapping a land after we tap it. I can work with that. I can work with that. Well, they don't have a Thoughtseize. They didn't play it. I don't think they do. Hopefully they don't. Okay, well, that might be a little bit slow. Yeah. That's all good. Oh. I imagine they may have just drawn that. Keruga is going down. That's 100% guaranteed. No chance she's surviving. Yeah, she's gone. Absolutely. I mean, they're pretty scared. They may not be too scared because, well, we may not be getting there this particular game. Oh, interesting. They did not get rid of Keruga. Maybe they have Go for the Throat, something painful. Who knows what. Oh, Sheoldred's Edict to make a sacrifice Keruga. That's gotta be it. Stomp, Bone Crusher Giant. She's going down. What? She's not. Okay, well, they better take her out this turn, because we make 5 next turn. Huh. Odd. They must have removal for her. Or they're not worried about me drawing extra cards because Sheoldred is now taxing us, unfortunately. But hey, at least we got something down. You know, we're going to be playing somebody. I mean, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant would be quite lovely. Well, that's okay. I'll draw a card. We're down to 10. I think we should be able to save ourselves. We can't make 8 next turn. Sadly. We can only make 7 if we drew Castle Garenbrig. But if we had Sunken Citadel, we'd make enough for Ghalta and they die. If Keruga was not dead. Ooh, that'd be good. Man. Ghalta, 2 Tyrranax Rexes, Carnage Tyrant, Duress, non-creature, good stuff. Most of the deck is a creature and a land, so Duress, discarding a non-creature is, well, that's good. They paid 1 black to reveal a forest, I believe. That was the only unrevealed thing. I imagine they have another Shieldred. Probably. They must. Nah, we'll take her out. We can do a lot of good stuff. Maybe they have removal on one of those, and then they will... Okay. They gotta have another copy. They don't. Oh. Hopefully we can play somebody coming up here. Okay. Hey, at least it is Carnage Tyrant. You know, that's not nothing. We draw a card because Carnage Tyrant is that big. I like it. Castle Gold. Well, it's not Castle Garenbrig, but... Castle Garenbrig, 6, 7... We could play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn. They can deal 5 with Hive of the Eye Tyrant. If they attack with everything. Maybe everything goes towards Keruga. Oh, they better hope I don't. They better attack. Oh, they... What you doing? Okay. I blocked Blood Tithe Harvester just to... Stomping Ground can't, unfortunately. 5, 6. Ooh, so close, so close. I would have hoped to have seen Castle Garenbrig by now. They would be dead if that was the case, unfortunately, but sometimes that is just not the case. We can't have Stomping Ground enter the battlefield untapped because, well, we would kill ourselves, sadly. We'll just play Regis or Alpha, see what we can get done, draw some cards, play that, and we'll see what happens. Stomp from Bonecrusher Giant would finish us off, but if they can't bust through right now... Okay, well, another Shieldred. They dodged a bullet, Whew. That's alright. They don't know how close they were to death. Keep it the same? Yeah. Tranquil Frillback. Sometimes pretty nice to take a reflection of Kiki Jiki. I must admit, I do like that quite a bit. You know what? I'll keep it the same. I want to try this out. Not making any changes because I think I'll still get the job done. Man, that was so close. Oh, I don't like that. No siree. That's a little bit better. Yeah, we'll keep that. Get Plenty's Hatchet to the bottom. I like seeing all the stuff for 3. The 2 Topiary Stompers in Keruga is a lovely sight. Thoughtseize a little bit painful, but I can make a lot of mana. You guys have seen before. Two Sunken Citadels. We're in a very good position. Hopefully they don't have too many more Thoughtseizes or a Duress to get rid of Keruga. Okay, that's good. That's all too good. Take the ping. And we'll play Topiary. I want to make sure I just get to 4. Just get there for Hulking Raptor. They could easily use removal on Keruga. Maybe they're not too worried about it. They certainly didn't go towards it the previous game. Oh, and the Trumpeting Carnosaur to boot. Well, we're going to be making a lot of mana anyways, and yeah. I think Hulking Raptor should be safe. They can easily pay the extra 2 if they've got a Fatal Push. Attack with the Goblin, sacrifice the treasure that's made for a black, pay an extra 2 with the lands that they have. I think that could be the case. Archfiend of the Dross. That is certainly pretty scary stuff. Another Hulking Raptor. Oh, that's pretty good. Let me think. I can go Kiora for 3, untap a land, and I have 4 for another Hulking Raptor. I like that indeed. Start drawing some cards. The good stuff. Man, we're going to have a lot of mana next turn. Whew. That should do the trick. Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant, boom. Oh, okay. Okay. Hopefully they don't play Extinction Event. Arcfiend of the Dross is 4. Okay, Extinction Event would take that out, so I don't think that's what's going to happen. They got to do something really good this turn, or else they might just die. Oh, come on, come on. You can do it. Maybe they are attacking because they do have that. Nuts. That's not too bad. Close. Oh. Oh. My, oh my. 2, 6, 7. We can make 7. What can I do with 7? Well, I'll tap the forest, untap it. We'll make as much as possible. We might as well. Right now. Get that lovely Palani's Hatcher. Ghalta for 2. And beat him up. Really good. Another forest. Oh my. Hopefully this is enough to get the job done. Losing 2 life is rough though. They would be able to take me out, I'm pretty certain. I want to leave as many people behind, as many blockers behind to stop them though. They certainly could just take it. Oh yeah, another Arcfiend of the Dross. Well, that tends to do the trick. Darn, just almost a hair close. Whew. All right. Well, pretty good. Sometimes they didn't know what was about to happen, and it's kind of cool. At least some of you guys knew what was about to go down. Whew. Scary, man. I love it. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Not quite. Maybe if it was a Sunken Citadel and a Castle Garenbrig, I might do that. Oh, way better. Nah, we'll send one T-Rex to the bottom. Let's play it a little bit safe with the lanes here. Make sure we at least get to Hulking Raptor there. Another Rakdos. Probably Rakdos Sacrifice, I would imagine. Ghalta, the Wellspring. Yeah, Rakdos Sacrifice. I think we should be safe. Hopefully there's no Thoughtseize. As long as we can land that Hulking Raptor, we should be looking pretty good. Hulking Raptor turn 4, Tyrranax Rex turn 3. That's going to pack a punch as long as they don't make us sacrifice it. But okay, good, they don't. Phew. I like it. 6. We can go Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant next turn. We can make 8. 2 from Hulking Raptor, 2 from the Forest and Castle Garenbrig, plus the other one for 6, plus the 2 lands. Both of those. Or something hasty. Live. You can do it, buddy. That's okay. I don't mind. As long as they don't got that pesky fatal push. You're not targeting it right now. hope. Okay, good. Good. Hulking Raptor is safe. Oh. And they're about to be done for. That you can't kill it. Well, that's okay. Hey, let them put a counter on it. That was pretty good. They made 2 treasures. Huh. I like it. Oh, the whatchamacallit. Deadly Dispute. I forgot they made a treasure from that. Okay, okay. Well, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant it is. Good stuff. I like it. 8 for 12-12 trample and an 8-8 trample haste. Decent. I'm just going to attack with everything. Pretty good. Hopefully they don't have a sweeper next turn, but that's got to be pretty hard to come back from, I hope. Ouch. Hulking Raptor, it's a little hard to target with the Ward 2. Tyrranax Rex, certainly hard to target with the Ward 2 there. They're not dealing 15 damage to me in a single excuse me, in a single turn. No way. No how. They gotta be desperate. All right. Well, we know what it is. Trumpeting Carnosaur, we'll trim that. It's an easy thing to target. Pretty much bring in the Karn Silex because, well, we're going to pop it and blow up everything, even though we can kind of just get the job done anyways. Karn Silex just wipes out everything they have on the field. It's all cheap stuff. Tokens, treasures, food. Yeah. Good. That should do the trick. Man, that was a lot of mana. I might try it if I had 2. I'm on the draw, so I would have 3 chances to see the 3rd land for Topiary or Keruga there. A little bit too risky, but that hand, not so risky. Yeah, we'll send Carnage Tyrant to the bottom. There's lots of good stuff. Let's keep the lands, keep hitting the drops, and all right. I definitely like seeing that Karn Silex, 100%. That is feeling pretty good. I'll probably play it turn 3, depending what I draw, just to get it down, and then we would pop it the following turn for 1. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I know exactly what I'm playing. Yep. Big time. Pop it for 3. We take out the Mayhem Devil and, well, everything. They're not going to play anything next turn if it doesn't have haste or advance some part of their game plan, because, well, it would just die. They wouldn't just play a creature just to play it. It wouldn't make sense if I'm just going to be popping Karn Silex. They could destroy it. Okay. That's... that. Okay. Okay. I will just take out a Mayhem Devil, both Mayhem Devils. Too little, too late. The Witch's Oven would sacrifice 1 Mayhem Devil, but hey, we stopped a lot of the stuff that was about to happen. And we take out the Witch's Oven too. That is exactly what I want to be doing. They'll do a little bit of damage. That's okay. If 2 Mayhem Devils had stuck around, we 100% would have been taken out and done for. Big time. Take out the foods. Oh, it is a beautiful sight. We're at 5 next turn. There we go. Regisaur Alpha. Hopefully the token sticks around. It would be nice to go with Ghalta next turn, but I don't think that's going to happen. Something bad is probably happening to the token at least. Might get stolen or killed or any number of painful things. Ugh, okay. That's alright. We still make a ton of mana. And we still might get there. We could, okay. Molten collapses. That is good. That is good. Sunken Citadel, it always enters tap, so just get it down. Man, we have so much big stuff. I would figure we're getting a big thing. Here you go. Boom. We tapped 5 lands to make 8 mana to play 2 12/12 tramples. None of them have haste, unfortunately, but with 22 lands, you could reasonably assume that sometimes that Stomping Ground would have also been another big thing. Now, hopefully they don't have Extinction Event, taking out both Ghaltas, but hey, we'll just keep playing big stuff. You know, there's a lot more where that came from. That's not going to save you. Man, that's good. Oh, I'm just happy that Karn Silex came into effect. Perfect effect. It's not a very common thing. Maybe that's why the opponent played both Mayhem Devils, or the second Mayhem Devil. It didn't do much other than get a little bit of extra damage onto us when they sacrificed one of them after I popped Karn Silex, but that's a perfect thing. Oftentimes I would either take out just the creatures or I would take out just some artifacts, but now everything's gone. Beautiful, beautiful. What doesn't it help against? I don't know. Old Man Curmudgeon. Feels like I've faced this person before. Huh. Pretty sure I have. Oh my goodness, that is... Well, that's a stunner. Sunken Citadel, Castle Garenbrig to start. We know we're going to be getting there, guaranteed. We're making enough mana to play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. We're looking at 6 right here with these lands. Topiary Stomper is a 7th. There's a good chance another Topiary or another land, something to... Okay, there we go. Mono red aggro, perhaps. At least I didn't play a creature for 1. Oh. Temur Energy. This is going to be a little bit rough. Hopefully we're fast enough. I think we might be. Yeah, we got enough mana here to get the job done, especially with the Stomping Ground as well. And it's nice to have that second source of red. I can possibly get Trumpeting Carnosaur down at some point here. This could be problematic. Aetherworks Marvel coming up eventually. They can tap to pay 6 energy, and well, it's not a pretty sight. I'll tell you that much. They look at the top 6 something. They look at the top a bunch of cards, and then they can play one of those for free, and usually it's something big, expensive. Ulamog. That's not so fun. Fortunately, it's going good. They're a little bit starved in the mana department. Not quite. Yeah. Oh, okay. Whoa, there. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Plenty's Hatcher, let's go. And next turn, Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant, they die. So hopefully it's not too bad. I'm pretty sure Aetherworks Marvel is 6. Maybe it's 5. Either way, with the next land, we go Ghalta, Regisaur, Trumpeting, some other creature we could draw. We could have 4 creatures enter, everything haste. Trumpeting gets a 5th thing. There, okay, Aetherworks Marvel is 4. Let's hope the hits aren't too nasty. I'll keep the egg around, might as well. I'm not too worried about going down to 17, but yeah, they can pay 6. They've got 6 energy. Look at the top 6 cards. Cast a spell without paying its mana cost from among them. Alright, cross your fingers, cross your fingers. Oh, Ulamog. Ulamog is pretty, that's a pretty good creature. Oh, gosh darn it. I wish I was about to do something so incredibly busted. Yeah. See you later, buddy. Dead.
Ruthless.
Dead.
Aggression.
Extra dead. A haste to give the other haste thing haste. They both give everybody haste. Ooh, that's good. Oh my, oh. You pay 8, you win the game. How about that? Okay. Any other variation? If it didn't include this, I would have lost. A Tyrranax Rex, that's not doing anything to a 10-10. Ghalta's Primal Hunger, well, I could have played that, but well, I wouldn't have been able to attack. It would have just been one big thing, or you do that. Pretty often, but you saw right there, Trumpeting Carnosaur, like I mentioned, it could grab one of the hasty things. I already had Regisaur Alpha, but then I fortunately grabbed another one, which they both give each other haste. Extra Supreme Aggression, that's good. I don't even care about an Ulamog now. They cheat something out. I am not cheating it out. I'm just spending a lot of mana. Nothing super unfair about that. Well, I guess I'm kind of cheating them out. I get there just normally paying stuff. That opponent was not normally paying 10 mana to exile 2 permanents. I think they learned their lesson. If they had exiled 2 of the lands, it would have held us off, unfortunately. Well, maybe they're gonna learn their lesson, though. Perhaps. Let me think. Tranquil Throwback to take out... Nah. Let's leave everything the same. I feel pretty good about that. I must say. We're doing all right here. They probably thought they were feeling pretty good. Oh yeah, I got an Ulamog. I took out their creatures. They only have a Topiary Stomper, and then they die. Man. They don't have a lot of interaction. They do have Harnessed Lightning. 1 in a red. They add 2 energy, I think. And they can spend any amount of energy to take out a creature or deal damage equal to the number of energy spent to that creature. So if they add 2 and they already had 3, they have a total of 5. They could take out a creature with 5 toughness. So there's that, but it's not a lot. I have 2 lands. I have 2 Curas, eventually getting us to Hulking Raptor. One of the lands is Castle Garenbrig. I like it. But I also like seeing that. Ooh. Scary. Alright. Hey, third land, where you at? Well, that could be a wee bit rough. Ooh, painful. We'll get there. Eventually. Oh, that Carnage Tyrant. I like Keruga. I like keeping 2 because I'm pretty sure they're going to remove her. I might like a backup. That could be very key to getting Ghalta. And we got another Carnage Tyrant in our hand. Hopefully it's no Aetherworks Marvel coming up, but they only have 2 energy at the moment, so we might be safe. Ooh, okay, they got 5. Rough. As long as they don't go to 6, we might be safe. But they could also hit basically nothing off the top. And, yeah. We might be safe for a few turns after they look at the top 6. Okay, that's not too scary yet. Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Sometimes it happens. Man, they have a lot. Oh. Send a Regis or Alpha to the bottom. It would be pretty hilarious if I pulled this off. Maybe they have some number of counter spells. They are in blue, but that's not very common in Temur energy. Energy. This is not looking good. Not one bit. Well, I'll send that one to the bottom. 2 lands in the top 13. Painful. Or just a lot of mana. Genesis Ultimatum. Playing 2 things for free. Or putting any number of permanents from among them onto the battlefield. So this definitely could do the trick. That tends to do the trick. Yeah. Ooh. Emrakul and an Ulamog. Not so cool, because... Well, when you cast the spell. So it's not an enter the battlefield effect. If it was enter the battlefield effect, that would be pretty busted. They would have exiled the only 2 lands that I had. Ouch. Ah. I think we could have been on point if we had seen that 3rd land by turn 3. Topiary Stomper get to 4 lands. Maybe mix in a Sunken Citadel there at some point. That's not so great. 1 will not get it done. 2, well, maybe not either. Maybe if one of those was Castle Garenbeg or Sunken Citadel. Okay, well, that's going to do it. At least I got 3. Phew. And I think Harnessed Lightning can only target creatures. Hopefully it can only target creatures. And hopefully that means Keruga is safe. We'll send Carnage Tyrant to the bottom, though. And Plenty's... Yeah, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. We got 4 copies of the Queen. So we'll leave it there. That might be alright. But hopefully seeing that Sunken or Castle Garenbeg soon-ish. We could be seeing Plenty's Hatron turn 4, making 5 mana with Keruga untapping, whatnot. It might go alright. Okay, Hulking Raptor, also pretty good. Very key for that Castle Garenbeg, making extra mana. I'm liking it. Another attune with Ether. That's a scary amount of energy. Let's just hope they don't have Aetherworks Marvel in their hands. That certainly can just blow us out on the spot. It can be hit or miss for sure. It's kind of interesting when there's nothing good. Maybe the best thing is, you know, one of the little creatures that gives them energy when it enters. Well, that definitely saves me big time. Okay, we're looking good. draw a card with Kiora off of Hulking Raptor. Hope they don't have a Harness Lightning to... Okay, good. I don't know. That's pretty sweet. Definitely going with Hulking Raptor. I can only go one thing this turn, so it's going to be this. Castle Garenbrig. Ghalta. Or land, at least. It would be nice to continually hit the land drops. Well, I can't Harness Lightning. It's quite amusing. They have to spend 2, but they don't have 2 extra. Oh boy. It's happening. Oh, there we go. Pretty lovely. It's pretty amusing. They likely have Harness Lightning. They have to take off their entire turn if they want to take it out, which they're going to do. Hey, that's alright. At least I knew what was going to happen. We still at least will get Topiary. Castle Garenbrig would be... Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Folks. I can make 6. I can't play Hulking and Topiary Stomper. The best thing to do is Hulking Raptor. It gets me 2 next turn, I hope. I'm crossing my fingers they don't have another Harness Lightning. At the moment I can make 6. Topiary Stomper would get me to 7 next turn with the basic land, and I don't have to worry about them killing it. We'll just go with Hulking Raptor. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Cavern of Souls. Okay. Extra good. Okay. This is feeling very, very nice. Some of you guys just joining right now, well, strap yourselves in, because if they don't have Aetherworks Marvel, we might get them. Even if they do, we might still get them. They have to do something to some of the stuff that is out, or they're dead next turn. We know it. Hulking Raptor, 2 forests, Castle Garenbrig, 6. Kiora untaps one of the forests, plus Rockfall Vale, 8. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, Palani's Hatcher, Topiary Stomper, and hopefully something else big that I draw next turn. That would be ideal. However, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant entering does draw a card from Kiora, so I get an extra chance to have something in my hand for its enter the battlefield effect. And that's just extra good right there. Kiora, I mean, is the all-star for me. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. Here goes nothing. Let's hope they don't have a counterspell. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. No counterspell. Oh, they don't have a counterspell. Drawing cards. I think I can order the triggers. I'm pretty sure I can. Who knows? Oh boy. It almost looked like the client wanted to... Oh, look. Yeah. Bing, bang, boom. Recover. Dead. Done. Guess I could untap... Ooh. I like it. Tends to do the trick. Pack a punch. Yeah, I had fun that match. Hopefully you guys had fun. It's overkill, but you're going to win in any scenario. What deck is able to handle that with some of the creatures that they have out? Even a few creatures. We're swinging with 24 trample damage and 8 non-trample damage spread out between a bunch of different creatures, which is pretty nice. It's not just one big creature. We go wide and we go big. When you trample, there you go. I could have played 1 or 2 of those things, but instead I just play one thing to get everything. It's all hasty. It kills them. That's good. That you can't counter it. You can't stop it. Cavern of Souls, there you go. As long as Ghalta Stampede Tyrant enters, who cares if they bounce it or they kill it? The trigger's on the stack. They would have to have a counter for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant's trigger. And that's not very common. If that became common, I'd just have a counter for their counter. I could easily do it. I can shut down anything that people want to try and shut this down. I know. If it becomes too painful. Who knows? But it packs a punch better than I've ever packed a punch before. That's for certain. You can mulligan pretty good. I had to mulligan a little bit there, but we still got there. Maybe. Perhaps. Two chances to see the third land for Topiary. One of the lands is Castle Garenbrig. I want to try it, but I'm not going to try it. But I should have tried it. Okay. I mulliganed. I got also 2 copies as the previous hand was. Okay, well, that's going to be the keeper. We'll send the costliest stuff to the bottom. We know for a fact there's lots of other costly things coming up, waiting in the wings. Alright. Cure at the very least gets us to the 4 mana for hulking. We have Sunken Citadel. If we see Castle Garenbrig at any point, it's going to be in scary territory. Hopefully Kiora sticks around. It looks like 5-color Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation, that sort of stuff. I'm pretty sure. Hey, at the very least, well, hopefully it's not countered. That's pretty good. I like it. Leyline, they can't do nothing. They can't target it. They would have to pay an extra 2. If hulking sticks around, we get Carnage Tyrant next turn. I might barf another hulking raptor, but they could have a sweeper. Hopefully it's not Fires of Invention this turn. It is, isn't it? Probably. Oh, nuts. That's a little bit unfortunate. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's going to get bad. Hopefully Carnage Tyrant helps us out. Can I do multiple things, though? Do I want to go with Regis or Alpha? I can't play multiple creatures to draw multiple cards, unfortunately. I'm just going to go with another Hulking Raptor. Whatever I play, I draw a card. Hulking Raptor could get me to play some more things next turn. With, well, 2 Hulking Raptors. I'm going to take out Almath, though, because I don't like that guy. And maybe they could sweep. Certainly seems like they want to preserve him, because he is good. Hopefully there's no Fabled Passage. Hashtag pre-recorded. It's a land, it enters, they pop it, and now they've had 2 lands enter. The Elesh Norn turning off the enter the battlefield effect of Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. That's gonna be problematic, to say the least. Well, we can still play big stuff and bash them, certainly. That is a very real possibility. And they can easily pay that extra mana, because they played stuff for free. All their lands are untapped. A little bit unfortunate. Ooh, that pesky Elesh Norn. Karn Silex is coming in. Tranquil Throwback as well to destroy an enchantment. It's certainly going to be Fires of Invention to slow him down, force him to actually spend some mana. Previously, though, when I was facing this deck a lot, because I don't remember the last time I did face it, I used Back to Nature. 1 in the green, instant speed, you destroy all enchantments. That certainly packs a punch against this deck. Yeah. Castle Garenbrig next turn? Maybe. Trumpeting Carnosaur? Well, that's certainly not going to do the trick. Hulking Raptor. Yeah, we're not busting through Elish Norn, but we know what it is. I've played it numerous times before. I'm not too afraid of it. I'm a little afraid because I don't have that back to nature, which is pretty key, but even if you destroy all of their enchantments, they still play lovely creatures with their mana. Lots of lovely and devastating creatures because they have all the colors. They have many options available to them. That's not a pretty sight, but there we go. Karn Salix Tranquil Throwback to give us a chance. Trim Trumpeting Carnosaur because it's a thing that could be targeted a little bit easier. Doesn't have ward, hexproof, one Ghalta, maybe one Keruga. Yeah. Another Ghalta Primal Hunger. Let's do it. One Karn Salix. I like all the copies of the Queen. The new Queen. The new version of her. But hey, we got a little bit of hate. Still tons of ramps. Still tons of big creatures. Like the looks of that. Don't have to mulligan. 2 lands, a bunch of stuff for 3. Let's try it. Definitely hoping there wasn't going to be a continuation, a repeat of the previous game. Just not seeing what I needed. Ugh. Rough. Ooh, back-to-back Topiary Stompers. That is... well, it's definitely not fun. I'll tell you that. Okay, well, hopefully we get to take it out. Hopefully it's not a... phew, it's not an Omnath. We might be a little bit safe here. Topiary Stomper. We're going to get a land. We're going to get ahead by one closer to all this stuff. Even if they exile Topiary, it's okay. They certainly could have pretty easily exiled and stopped Keruga, and then we wouldn't have been ahead. But we got a basic. We're up one closer forever, no matter what they do. Just a wee bit slow. Missing the land. Well, Kenrith, that's not so fun. That tends to do the trick. That's a lot of aggression. That's probably gonna do us in. Ouch. What's it going to be next turn? Not that it's going to save us. Ooh, we got her, and they got us. Yeah. Kenrith definitely would have done it, even if we took out Fires of Invention. Maybe I have to bring in Back to Nature. Back to Nature is coming back if I start to face this deck again, but like I said, it almost non-existent for me. Maybe it's more common, in Mythic, but I wouldn't be worried to face it again. Yeah. Can't win them all. Guaranteed you won't win them all. A lot of different stuff tonight, though. Wow. Rakdos Midrange, Sacrifice. Maybe another Rakdos Sacrifice. I kinda like that ish. Nothing for 3 though. Not one of the 4 Kerugas or Topiary Stompers, but 2 Sunken Citadels is pretty cool. I'm not gonna try it though. Okay, well that's a little bit better. At least Castle Garenbrig, part of that devastating package. Get Tyrranax Rex to the bottom though, because well, that certainly could be painful. We might not be seeing it. Oh, Okay. I thought it was Rakdos. It's definitely not. They got the... Oh, Mardu. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. What is up their sleeve? This is odd. Okay. A lot of permanents with, well, sometimes painful enter the battlefield effects. Hunted Nightmare, it enters the battlefield. Target opponent puts a death touch counter on a creature they control, but now they just don't. So they simply played 3 for a 4/5 menace. District Proctor turning off the drawback of some of the creatures that they have. That's pretty neat. We can't make red, unfortunately, for Regisaur. We can make a lot of mana, but we can't pay the extra 2 for Strict Proctor. We can't draw an extra card, is what I'm saying. Sadly. That's alright. Would have been nice, though. Trying to think. We gotta make sure we have an extra 2 whenever Ghalta Stampede Tyrant enters the battlefield. Oh yeah, I guess that does make sense. Strict Proctor turning off Kroxa's sacrificing part. We discard, but they don't have to sacrifice it to have it go to the... Okay, this is pretty nasty stuff. That tends to do the trick. Okay. Well, Hulking Raptor it is. At the very least, I get to draw a card. That's pretty good. Alright. Well, hopefully we're still alive, whatever they do. But whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a pretty sight. 6, that's not too bad. Get rid of Regisaur Alpha, though. Trumpeting Carnosaur. We need all that mana if we draw what we draw. If we draw what we want to draw. Okay, no, that's also pretty good. Okay, yeah. I like it. I don't like that. Okay, no, that tends to do the trick. Pack a punch. We certainly could have played Tyrranax Rex, but it would not have been enough. Too little, too late. Yeah. Hulking Raptors, Strict Proctor would have blocked one. Hunted Nightmare would have blocked one. Tyrranax Rex would have been blocked by Shieldred. We would have taken her out, but Kroxa would have finished us off on the very next turn, sadly. Man, okay. Strange deck, a lovely, powerful deck that I've certainly never faced before. Does the trick. What do we want to do against it? Lots of removal, lots of discard. All around nasty. Let me think. Ponder this for a second. Well, I certainly don't like the Strict Proctor. I would like to get that out of the way. Karn Silex, though. We pop it. We take out a lot of stuff. Kroxa is only 2 mana, so if we only popped Karn Silex for 2, we take this out and the Strict Proctor. That'd be strictly good. Now, Karn Silex it is. Trim the Trumpeting Carnosaur. We'll start with that. The thing that can be targeted the easiest. I gotta trim something somewhere. I still want to keep the Kiora in because, well, it still could get us where we want to be with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Kinda like it. I would hope to draw something for 3. Nah, it could be worse. Certainly could be worse. I think we'll get there. I got a good feeling about this. Yeah, maybe a Thoughtseize. If there is no early plays yet, well, they're protected. We can't discard what I don't have. Eventually. Once they figure out, okay, it took a little bit. They're probably not too worried about what we're doing. That was a little bit rough. Nazis. Do it. Odd. Nuts. You got to get rid of one of the 3 big scary stuff. Probably Carnage Tyrant. They're worried about the one that costs the least, but I think I do like Tyrranax Rex in this case because it does have haste. Oh, Topiary Stopper. What did I say? If we don't have a cheap thing, they can't discard the cheap thing. Hushbringer. Creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger. Well, hush up, because I'm going to be killing that. Hopefully they don't have artifact destruction. As long as they don't, we're going to... Oh, don't do that. Did you not even read the card? They didn't even read the card. Okay. Well, fine by me. I'll pop it for 3 and take out everything you have. See you later. Must be feeling pretty bad about that. Oh, that was good though. Yeah, strict Proctor. Whatever. We got rid of something good. We can't pay the extra 2 for Topiary. We only have an extra 1, so Hulking Raptor it is. And hopefully it's not dead. We wouldn't have the extra mana for Ghalta's ability if we drew Castle Gernbrig. 2. We could spend 8. They don't have enough extra mana to target it, I don't think. They could make me sacrifice it. They could do... Oh, that's... If we draw Castle Gernbrig, it's all over. It's all over. I'll decline. Or just go 2 Topiaries. I get 2 closer. Oh boy. And luckily I have 2 other basics in my library. The last 2. Okay. That devil certainly is blocking Hulking Raptor, but we might as well get it out of the way now. Just do it. 6. Oh, okay. I'm making 8 next turn. If they don't take out Hulking Raptor, I make enough for the Queen. Decline. Decline. You better have discard. Ooh, okay. There we go. Man, that was interesting. Certainly Karn Silex saved me, as it did in the Sacrifice matchup, so hopefully that continues. I'm thinking Echoing Deeps, I should say. They don't really have land destruction. Let's not do that. Karn Silex is where it's at. Pop it. They lose Fable. They lose everything. Everything. A lot of it is cheap. Even if we have to pay 4, we can probably easily still pay 4 and also take out Shieldred. But we wouldn't be taking out Shieldred with this hand because we got 1 land. That's not going to do it. That's going to do it. Yep, 100%. There we go. I was thinking about keeping Carnage Tyrant there for a second. But, yeah, keep the 3 lands, the 2 things for 3. Well, now the 3 things for 3. Hey, when you have an extra copy of a legendary permanent, it's not so bad just to get rid of it. Sometimes you just got lots of copies of one thing, but if you only have 1 copy of one thing that is so good for what you're doing, well, that might not be so great. 3 Castle Gernbrigs, it's a little funny. Doesn't happen often, but it's not like it's a 0% chance. Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor is kind of problematic, but hey, I'll just keep doing that. Oh, 3. Hey, they got 3 Croxes, I got 3 Kioras. I'm not going to play that next turn. It would be nice, but they have a lot of removal. 1 Kiora probably is not sticking around. I want Topiary to just get the basic land. Oh, okay, that is good. And I must say, I kind of forgot about adding the mountain just in case. I certainly would like to have grabbed it in this case to maybe have played Palani's Hatcher next turn. If I draw the 5th land, of course. Sunken. Okay. Okay. Things are getting interesting here. 2, 6, 7. We can make 7. If we draw a land that enters untapped next turn and they don't do anything to the stuff in my hand. Oh, okay. Okay. If we draw a land next turn, we got him. We got him. Let's do it. You can do it. Oh boy, you better have Thoughtseize. Oh, here goes nothing. No Thoughtseize. Oh, they're escaping Kroxa. Escape Kroxa, do it. They have 6 total things. Kroxa, and then they exile 5 other. Okay, Hunted Nightmare. Land. You can do it. You can do it. Let's beat them. Oh, well, not quite. Not quite. But we're not dead yet. Carnage Tyrant is a pretty good thing to hopefully buy a wee bit of time. I don't think we're dead this turn, but it is a lot of damage they'll be swinging towards our way. Extinction Event. Well, that is painful. They lose 1. Hey, they don't have a lot left. Land. You can do it. You can do it. Here goes nothing. Oh boy. Edge of your seat. Ooh, and they escape. Ooh, okay, that's pretty good. We still might be able to get the job done. We'll get rid of a Palani's Hatcher, that's for sure. 5, 3. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, we got it. Okay. Is it enough? I don't know. I don't care. I'm just going to do what I can. Sadly, if they hadn't played Kroxa, 2 Hatchers would have definitely done the trick. Boy, oh boy. I like it. Kroxa has to block, though. Reflection goes away. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Huh. We still could be dead in a multitude of ways, but maybe we are not. Man, that was intense. I love it. Gets my blood pumping, even though you might not be able to tell that my blood is pumping. They don't have a sweeper. They wouldn't play strict Proctor. I don't think. Huh. I mean, Obnixilis is rough too. Oh, yeah, we can't discard anything. We take 4. I guess we don't. No. Take 3. Exactly lethal. Oh, very good for the opponent. Yeah, it was good. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. They had us. They had us. Okay. I'll take it. Whew. I dodged a bullet there.
Dang! Oh.
Yeah. Oh. I had 2 creatures to block. They had 1 creature with Menace. Menace, a creature with it can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. If I had only 2 to block, Gix was guaranteed to connect for exactly lethal. Oh, my God. Phew. Okay. Got the job done. Fortunately, by the skin of our teeth. Lovely. Okay. Hopefully it continues. I was definitely not feeling too good after that first game. My, oh my. Not a pretty sight. Huh. Drinking some cheap lemonade, if anybody's wondering. It's not coffee tonight, I know. crazy. Usually it always is. Black coffee is my favorite. Gets me going because, well, I need a little bit of a pick-me-up because it is so late. There's lovely aggression, lovely amounts of damage. It certainly wakes me up, but still, yeah. Cheap coffee, just concentrated lemon juice, some water, ice cubes. Gets the job done. Good stuff, as I like to say. This hand is not so good stuff, even though I like seeing Sunken Citadel. I'm a little bit worried about Obosh. Oh gosh, it's Obosh. They'll have creatures that have a mana value of 1 or 3, and those spells, sources, deal double damage. That's not a good thing. Not at all. I want something a little bit better because I know it's going to be very nasty. It got worse. Well, one more. At least one more. I know it can make good stuff happen after mulliganing a couple times. There it is. Good enough, at least. I'm not going to mulligan again. It is pretty painful. It could be rough getting to Ghalta, that's for sure. And again, there's 4 copies. We're probably got a good chance of seeing her. A very good chance. Alright. Ooh, that darn Soulscar Mage. Oh, and another Sunken Citadel. Don't need to choose red, I'll choose green again. If we get to Castle Garenbrig, boom. 6 green. Yeah, we're looking good. Hopefully, Keruga survives, at least helping us get Hulking Raptor. Now, I am kind of wishing I kept Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, but this kind of a deck, there's not much you can do. Marauding Raptor and Otepic Huntmaster would not have saved me, that's for certain. Keruga would be nice, but she could easily die next turn. They could pump up some of the creatures. They might be able to deal the 7 in a single turn. Then I'd just not be up. I would have just spent this and still be waiting and waiting. We'll go with Topiary. We'll at least guarantee we get to 4 next turn. Just because I'm scared about what they might do. Well, that's alright. Maybe they don't read Topiary, and then they don't realize that I can't block with it. Sometimes people still make that mistake once or twice until they realize, yeah, I don't think they're going to be doing that. Oh, ew. Well, Karn Silex popping it would take him out if it is fast enough, but that's not going to be the case. Oh, a Cavern of Souls to get Palani's Hatcher. That is good. Just have lots of things to block. That's the number one thing. We're at 5. We're definitely not attacking with anybody, but we got 3 bodies. We can use the egg to chump somebody and hope they don't have trample. I'm certainly crossing my... Yeah, that doesn't give them trample. That's fine. No trample. That also is... Well, that tends to do the trick. Hey! I wasn't beating this with a faster variation. That just wasn't happening. But it's lovely stuff. Thud for 1 red. They dealt damage equal to the Cacophony Scame's power. It was 4 at the moment. But also when it dies, they deal damage equal to its power to any target. So for 1 red, 8 damage to us, finishing us off, and yeah. Karn Silex. Hopefully that saves us, but there might not be a lot of saving in this case. I'm kind of thinking Marauding Raptor, though. It's very aggressive, focused on pumping their creatures. They might not have a whole lot of removal, so I think Marauding could be safe-ish. Tranquil Throwback, though, gain some life and be a creature. Is it going to be fast enough? Probably not. It's so scary, and we have to have some extra mana to, at the very least, gain life. Pay an extra green. If we just play it 3 for a 3/3, Doesn't feel so nice. Now, Trumpeting Carnosaur, trim that again. Yeah, yeah. One Ghalta, one Echoing Deep. Up the lands a touch. I know it can get it done, but it's just not super common. I like that. Hey, 2 lands in Topiary. Certainly could be much worse. Sunken Citadel, part of the combo. The kill. Hopefully a Karn Silex coming up. That is going to be helpful, big time. Now. That's pretty good. Oh, phew. I mean, we do have to take 2. We got to have that Stomping Ground enter untapped. Get to 4. Hulking Raptor, Palani's Hatcher. It might be good if we can get enough bodies that maybe it stops some of their aggression. Perhaps we could be safe. I could see that being a very real possibility. If we get Regis or Alpha next turn, that's what I'm doing. Maybe Palani's Hatcher, just because it eventually equals more total bodies. Nice bodies. Or they just do that. Huh? Monstrous Rage tends to pack a punch. Well, we didn't quite get enough for Palani's Hatcher, and well, that's not going to do it. Darn. If I had brought in Brotherhood's End, I wouldn't have seen Brotherhood's End anyways. I could mulligan pretty aggressively for it, but also Brotherhood's requiring 2 red sometimes is a little painful. With this list, certainly if you enjoy it, you would tweak it a little bit more, have more red sources to see the 2 red sources more consistently. But with Kiora, you can untap your single red source, make 2 mana that way as well. Fix things quite nicely. Yeah, a lot of stuff tonight. That was nice. That was nice. Pretty wide range. Usually it is. There was the one night it was 4 Rakdos. 4 or 5 Rakdos. A mixture of Sacrifice and the regular mid-range. And it might just increase the things that search for lands. Sylvan Awakening, 1 in the green. Search your library for a land and you put it into your hand. Maybe I search for Sunken Citadel or Castle Garenbrig, get more parts to make more mana more often. I think that would be a pretty good thing to explore. Maybe tonight I'll try that out. Yep, perfect. 100%. Don't even have to think about it. Look, speaking of Sunken Citadel and Castle Garenbrig, we've got 3 untapped on turn 3 with the Cavern. That's going to be our 3rd land there. Topiary gets a forest, Castle Garenbrig, boom. But Boros Convoke is going to be a little problematic. Hopefully they're not super explosive. I think we should be safe. It's not the craziest turn that Boros Convoke could have. But, well, okay, maybe it will be. Tapping their stuff for the, you know what, the elephant. Oh. Good. I kind of like that. We're at 17. It's not the worst thing in the world, at least. This is nice. At the moment, we can make 6. Castle Garenbrig, 7. We're getting in range. Palani's Hatcher at least is, you know, some bodies to block the stuff that they have. Oh, that's a lot of aggression. My, oh my. Painful. Oh, they're convoking somebody, that's for sure. They gotta be. Okay, well, we're not quite dead yet. It wasn't the elephant. putting a counter on each creature that convokes it. That really would have locked things up, but they got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. They can't quite kill us next turn, and well, at least playing Palani's Hatcher. Okay. Palani's Hatcher should be pretty good. Maybe we'll be able to live. Not able to live, that's for sure. Oh boy, powering up a lot of stuff. How's it going? Good evening. Finally on time, yes. There's been some back and forth. It can be back and forth all the time, but happy to have you and anybody else lurking and watching. Whatever you got to do. Maybe I've put you to sleep and you left this on and you're watching this later on in the morning when you wake up. That's good too. Rest is very important, but a sweeper is also very important to give us a fighting chance. That's for sure. Trumpeting Carnosaur, get that out of the way. Paying 3 to take out one creature is not going to be doing a whole lot against this particular deck. That's for sure. Now, Karn Silex, pop it, take out everything, no matter how big. Yeah, that's it. Brotherhood's End would be good for sure, but again, the 2 red, rough. This 2 Sunken Citadels is very nice, I must admit. That's better. Phew. Still 3 lands. We got Karn Silex to, well, hopefully help us out. Send Ghalta to the bottom for sure. The costliest thing. As long as they're not too crazy and we get Karn Silex, we should be feeling pretty good. But again, it might not help us at all. Karn Silex still might be too slow. That's not looking too promising. At the very least, the tokens that they put out this turn with Gleeful Demolition there might not be too bad. Oh, do they only have 1 land? Possibly. That might be alright. 1 land? Oh, they're stuck on the land. Stuck on land. Okay, and we got this down. Oh, they're done for. They're not going to be feeling pretty good once I drop this. We got 4 mana next turn for hulking. We drew the 4th land. Feeling in a pretty good position as long as they can't take out Karn Silex. I hope. Gleeful Demolition actually, I think, could do that. It can destroy any artifact. And that's what... okay. Hey. That's pretty good. I know what I'm going to be popping, that's for sure. Sadly, I can't make 5 mana to take out Loxodon, but hey. There you go. I know what I gotta do. That's 1. Yeah, that's 1. Pay 1? Didn't pay 1. Okay. Really could have paid 2, I guess. I'm not used to paying just 1, and I would have had 3 left over for a Kiora. That definitely would have been better, but hey, hopefully they're going slow now. Hulking Raptor is very nice. Yeah, that Kiora would have packed a punch. Maybe playing Regis or Alpha. I still would have played Hulking Raptor anyways, but we would have drawn a card in that scenario at least. Yeah, I can take 4. I want that 2 mana. That could be very impactful coming up here. I could make or break things. I know they can't target it, so that's not much of a problem. Carnage Tyrant is a problem. But I think definitely Kiora for 3. Untap one of the lands, make 4 again for the other hulking, and, well, just be at even more mana next turn. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, I hope, and then maybe they die. I did forget about the tax from Keruga. Or Thalia, sadly. Usually I am playing creatures, so I don't have to worry about the taxing effect. Darn. Hopefully they don't send too much towards Keruga. But we are at 8, and they have made some tokens, and they could make something that powers them up, so that also still might be it. Hopefully it's now Immodane's Recruiter. Oh, it is, isn't it? I jinx myself. Well, that tends to do the trick. Hey, that's how she goes. Close-ish. Close but no cigar. Alright, next one. Coming up. Boros Convoke. 5-color Fires of Invention. Rakdos Sacrifice. Rakdos Midrange. And the Mardu list. That strict Proctor Mardu enter the battlefield creature. Man, that was the coolest one so far. Neat. Maybe it's going to be another Simic Merfolk. That was, of course, pretty painful. Very aggressive stuff. That tends to do the trick. Something's got to do the trick. If you're good against everything, everybody would be playing what you're playing. That's for sure. Maybe it's going to be a glitch. It's taken a long time to find the opponent. Sometimes if it takes so long, it just ends. You see draw come across the screen. Something weird like that. It looks to be like that. When it gets to like a minute, sometimes that tends to be the case there. It gotta be. Yeah. Draw. That's my bet. Oh, there it is. There it is. Who knows why it happens? It's been happening for, well, who knows how long, but hey, at least I called it. It's probably happened to everybody at least a few times. Something with crashing, perhaps. Glitches if they exit out of the match at a certain point. You don't lose, but it just ends like that. Yep. I like going first, but I don't like that hand. Oh, I don't like that. Well, it got worse. Hey, sometimes you just don't see any of them. Okay, we're getting there. Yeah. The costly things to the bottom. Maybe could have sent Ghalta, but hey, I want to see her again. Angels. Hopefully it's not angels. We get a Castle Well, Castle Garenbrig is gas for playing all these things. But if we get a Castle Garenbrig next turn, we're looking good. Man, I must say, searching for a specific land to put it into our hand, that really would do it. Keruga might help as well. We're staring at, well, 5 mana. Hopefully 6 next turn, at least for Carnage Tyrant. No, we're not quite dead yet. We got to watch out for the Book of Exalted Deeds. Okay, at least we got Palani's Hatcher. Phew. We're doing something. Man, yeah, it would be good. Searching for either piece, but mostly Castle Garenbrig to get there. That's also good. Hopefully they haven't done too much painful stuff next turn. But it does seem like that's going to be the case. Mutavault becoming an angel. Book of Exalted Deeds makes it so, well, they're going to potentially combo off and we lose. We can't win, sadly. That's how she goes. Tends to do the trick. Nuts. Darn. Because it went back to a land end, we have no land destruction. Packs a punch. Packs a lot of pain. Trumpeting Carnosaur is going to make him soar, though. We can do that at instant speed. 3, deal 3 damage to the land. While Mutavault is a creature, before it goes back to just being a land, we can get him that way, at least. That's what we're going to do. Certainly keeping that in. Keep everything? Possibly it is. Selesnya Angels gaining a bunch of life. Karn Silex really could pack the punch we're looking for. But they don't have much aggression, which could be nice for Marauding Raptor. I imagine they have some bit of interaction, though. Yeah, I'm just going to hope for a Trumpeting Carnosaur. We'll get the Mutavault, and we'll get him. Yeah, we'll get him. I like the looks of that. We got the Carnosaur. We got 3 lands. Kiora. Boom. We're looking at 4. Castle Garenbrig at some point off of Sunken. Tap for 2 green. Kiora, untap it. Tap it for 2 more. Ooh. Ooh. Looks very good to see Ghalta. This game at least. Yeah, definitely the Carnosaur. After seeing that they had that combo. Ugh. Let's hope. Setting up a bit. Or they have maybe a Thoughtseize. I was a little bit worried about that. Hey, at least we got her. We got Hulking Raptor. Making a bunch of mana next turn. Hopefully they don't have too much removal. But I think it's mostly based on the Angels and gaining life. And then possibly just locking things up if they have that counter on Mutavault. Ooh, okay. I am kind of thinking of taking out Giada. Nah, I want to play Hulking Raptor. That's looking good for us. Ooh, 3 Ghaltas. It happens. I certainly could trim some copies. Have something that searches for a specific creature or multiple creatures. So I can grab her. Maybe I have a couple copies of Ghalta. Oh, okay. Well, they do have removal, unfortunately. And they took her out. Also, unfortunately. Well, we're going to be getting rid of Giada, at the very least. Take out something here. That's pretty good. I mean, Selesnya Angels were already painful. Gaining a bunch of life. I don't always have Rampaging Frostodon because, well, I just don't see this often. Ouch. Darn. Where's that Castle Garenbrig when you need it? Collected Company, probably going to do us in. Righteous Valkyrie, okay. Yeah. Too much life there. Too much power. Karn Silex would have packed a punch, but we still have to wait. We can't activate Karn Silex at instant speed. That would be broken if we could. We'd wait until maybe we got enough benefit from it. Destroy some stuff, but if we waited too long and they had even just that Righteous Valkyrie, then they had a few painful things enter the battlefield. They just gained too much life. Things might be over at that point anyways. Now, okay, let's see the Queen. Every night can't be good. Eventually. Maybe it's going to be another glitch again. Huh. Aiming to go for 2 hours here. Perhaps this might be the second last match. Something like that. It's been a long time since I've done 2 hours. I want to do 3 hours regularly. Or 4. Even more dinosaur action. Or whatever you guys want to see. But of course this is my favorite thing. I like the looks of this. We got Trumpeting Carnosaur to kill a thing. Looks like it might be Rakdos Sacrifice again with Ghalta or Boros Convoke. Or Gruul Vehicles. Yeah. Gruul Midrange. Maybe. Hey, at least we got removal for something at some point. Whatever's nasty that they drop, we'll get it. Take it out. Might as well. We got another copy. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, okay. Hey. We just keep shooting the creatures down. As we build up lands, build up enough mana to drop some bombs. Ooh, Ezeka's Chariot's not so fun. Kind of tempted to take out one of the cats though, I must admit. So they have a hard time crewing things. Let's do it. We got another Carnage Trumpeting Carnosaur. It has the same cost as Carnage Tyrant, so that's where my mind goes, or the same power and toughness as Carnage Tyrant. So that's where my mind goes. A Sunken Citadel or Castle Garenbrig, somewhere, sometime. Let's see it. We're getting there. Lovestruck Beast, not so fun. Current Silex gonna feel pretty nice. Eventually. Tends to do the trick. That's going to be too much aggression from them. 9. Yeah, we're not coming back from that. Certainly. Where's that darn hulking raptor? Do I like Tranquil Throwback? A little bit. It's nice to take out Ezeka's Chariot. That's for sure. But they got lots of nice creatures. A lot of fantastic bodies. It does not really slow them down enough. That's for sure. Yeah. Karn Silex it is. Let's do it. Kind of like the looks of that. 2 Sunken Citadels. Maybe being at 3 on turn 3, but now we're going first. I don't like 2 chances to see the 3rd land. Ugh. Ouch. That's nasty. Nasty. Oh, it better than no lands. We'll get to something one of these days here. Send everything to the bottom. I mean, at the moment, I can make 6 green with 2 Sunken Citadels and Castle Garenbrig. That's still, pretty amusing. I might be able to just play Tyrranax Rex with 4 lands. That'd be quite hilarious. Mulliganing down to all that. Wow. Not too bad. Actually, I'm going Castle Garenbrig. Tyrranax Rex next turn. Cavern of Souls. Now that's a recovery if I've ever seen one. We're not playing creatures. There's nothing they can kill. Okay, attack with an elf. Ah, shucks. This is pretty darn good. Surprise. You're not targeting it. You're not killing it. You're not stealing it with the Akroan War. You're not doing nothing. Pretty good. Pretty good. Dead. Do we win? What are they going to do at this point? They have nothing. Ghalta doesn't save them. I don't think. Do I like... Yeah, I like Keruga. Ghalta is certainly probably blocking, I would imagine. Huh. Yeah, I guess I'll untap it, have it ready to block, protect Keruga, I hope. But Ghalta tapping for the mana for the Ward 4 to steal Tyrranax Rex when they play a Akroan War would not be good. Hopefully that's not what happens. Oh! Oh! Yeah, you said it. Malta 4. I didn't have any creature. I had 3 lands. They were the lands that I've loved quite a few times now. And then I drew Cavern. And then I got this, and it was enough. That was pretty crazy. It's been a lot of pain tonight. Sometimes it is. But sometimes you get to do that. I keep saying, you could recover, you could mulligan, and good things could still happen. And that was a good thing. My, oh my. Do I want to keep it as is? Yes, kind of. I still like Karn Silex, though. And we'll trim a copy. Bring in an Echoing Deeps. Up the lands a little bit. Yeah, but yeah, a mulligan to 4. Ooh. Good stuff. Decent. That hand not so decent. Hopefully this first mulligan is a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Yes, please. 3 lands. And it's the Echoing Deeps. We know for a fact this land would have not been a land. So that right there is already fantastic. Wonderful. We know we would have been staring at 2 lands instead of 3. I like it. Hopefully it's fast enough. At the very least, we've got Karn Silex coming up. They haven't been the most crazy aggressive yet. And I don't think they can kill us next turn. So as long as we drop Karn Silex, they don't have artifact destruction. We pop it for 4 and everything goes down. They're guaranteed to not play anything next turn if they can't destroy it, if that thing that they played doesn't have haste, because, well, it just gets killed. They have to do as much damage as they can this turn, and then next turn we sweep everything they have. Mutavault is going to be a little bit pesky, though. Chipping away for a little bit. Attack with everything. Do it. Ooh. Huh. Interesting. They must be playing something for 3. Oh, Ghalta's get him to the hand. Okay. Well, we do what we gotta do. And hopefully it helps. Hopefully they don't have 5 mana. Ooh, they do. Well, they can't attack with it. That's okay. We got 5 for the lovely Palani's Hatcher, which is also feeling pretty good. We got lots of blockers. We're in a good position. Ghalta, next turn. Could be a very real possibility. That would be nice. Okay. Oh, a bunch of dorks. I like it. Not so bad. Oh boy. Would they have something to steal Ghalta? I don't like that, but if Ghalta is tapped, they steal her tapped. A Crowan Ward doesn't untap the creature that you steal, so we would still have a chance. I'm trying to think if I can do any. Nah, we're playing Ghalta. That's what we're doing. And we're smacking them hard. I'll still only attack with Ghalta because Jengatha, trade with Planie's Hatcher. I do have another backup Hatcher. But they certainly could kill us next turn. They got Mutavaults and Jengatha. 8, 20. Yeah, just Ghalta. Let's play it safe, and then we'll get them next turn. Both eggs have hatched from the first hatcher, but if I play a second hatcher, I get 2 triggers for the 2 eggs that are made from the second one, and I get to crack both of them. Oh boy. Oh. Oh! Oh!
You won! You did it!
Grant me revenge.
And if you do not listen,
Then the hell with you.
Phew. Alright. Lose game 1. Mulligan to 4 in game 2. Still get them. Take them down in beautiful fashion in game 3 with Karn Silex. That was good. Man, that changes things. Just if you play it, it changes things. It makes them think, oh, if I play something and it doesn't have haste, I'm just wasting it. If it doesn't have haste, it's a waste. Because then I pop this and that creature just dies for nothing. But if they don't play stuff and I don't pop it, they're not aggressive enough. But if they only attack with a few creatures, well, then I block and they don't kill me. But if they attack with everything and it's not enough to kill me, I might just take that damage and then attack them next turn. Then pop Karn Silex after I attack and get value from the creatures. There's a lot to think about with this. Yeah, it makes my head spin, even though I've used it a few times here and there. Not too much, but hey, when I got a lot of big stuff and not so much little stuff, I think it makes pretty good sense because a lot of people have a lot of little stuff. Okay, I'll leave it there for tonight. Pretty close to 2 hours. Yeah, hey, it was certainly more painful than last night, but it was still a lot of might. Dinosaur might is right. Tweak things a little bit, but even if you make tweaks and you think they're perfect, you're still going to feel pain. I still love this. Gonna keep doing it. I've been doing it for years now. Years and years. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good rest of your time zone. Get some good rest wherever it is in the world. I know some of you are quite far away from me in Canada, Ontario. All right, stay warm. I know a lot of you are warm already, but it's winter here. Snow. -5 Celsius. Not so fun. All right, good night, Sir Maximilian. Everybody else, peace. Summer. Oh, summer. My goodness. Okay. Man, that would be nice. But I like the cold. I'm happy where I'm at. Happy doing this.